What's up guys, it's your boy Chris and I've got another great video for you. This time I've got some accessories for my GH4 that I want to share with you. Got a couple filters and I've got kind of it's not a follow focus but a strap system, if you will. I'm going to explain why I got this stuff to you and we'll look at it together and see what we actually got. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so let's start with the easiest of the two, which is the filter set. I picked up a couple of Bauer digital filters and they are 62 millimeters, and the reason I went with the 62 millimeter versions is because my actual camera here, if you look right there, takes a 62 millimeter. So I have those here and we're gonna open them up. These were not expensive, not super cheap, but they hopefully will give me some decent performance. What's cool is they're supposedly coming with a lifetime warranty, so that should be cool. When we look on the side, talk about the features, we have an ultraviolet, which is the standard UV, high quality optical glass for maximum clarity and vivid pictures, serves as a permanent lens protection against dust, dirt, and stain. You have the circular polarizer, which is a high quality optical glass for increased picture, eliminate reflection from non-metallic surfaces, and picture washout. Should be pretty cool. And my favorite, which is the neutral density filter, or the ND filter. High quality optical glass, reduces light volume to improve digital pictures, pictures details under super bright sunlight like the beach or a really bright day, and enable subject to stand out from background and create slow motion picture effect. So that's what this is supposed to offer. It shows you the differences here. Without filter, with filter, just standard UV. Without filter, with filter, which is the polarizer. Without filter, with filter, the neutral density filter, and it's supposed to make it look a lot more vivid. So let's open them up, see what we actually have. They come in this little case here, and there's some other stuff in there as well that I'm not going to use, like this kind of cheap quality. And the only reason I say kind of cheap quality is because this Olympus lens has one of the nicer build qualities that I've seen, and the lens cap is super awesome with the pinch on the inside to open it. I don't really care for it on the outside, but this actually is fairly well constructed, so I'll keep it, but I'm not going to use it unless I have to. Here is I guess a strap of some sort, or yeah, you can attach this, take the adhesive off, and you can attach this to the cap and walk around with it. Not doing that, but it's nice that they include that as well. And let's actually get into the actual packaging. I do like for the name of the company to be embossed on the packaging. Not a huge deal. This is like a pleather, faux leather. Even has a funky smell, but it's supposed to simulate leather. So yes, I mean it's a nice try. Inside too, kind of cheap. Listen, well, you can tell it's kind of glued together, but press glued together, but it'll work. Here are the actual filters, 1, 2, and 3, and they are in order, which is nice, as they would go on the actual lens. So we'll look at the ND filter first, since it's first up on the list. And yeah, it feels pretty quality. And just to show you guys, I'm putting it over my camera lens. So yeah, this is, here it goes here. Whoa. No change for you guys. So there is your standard ND. I'm gonna throw the polarizer on first. And you don't need a polarizer inside, obviously. It's really made for unique circumstances when you're trying to get a certain look, but I'll show it to you guys all the same. Here is the polarizer over my lens, just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. And then finally the neutral density filter, which is my favorite, especially when I'm shooting outside, whether it be video or whether it be stills. Just a nice filter to have. And you see the big difference, it kind of adds a tint there. So you guys can kind of see without, with it, without it, with it. You see how the auto iris is kicking it back up and having to adjust. So yeah, all these are very nice and the quality is nice. They have a metal construction on the outside, so way to go, Bauer. And here's the number if you guys are interested in this kit. VFK 62C, 62 millimeters. Now the real test, and let me take the top light off of the camera, is going to see how these bad boys actually fit on here. So there's my naked lens, and here's the actual UV, and it should just screw right in there. Bada bing, bada boom, perfect. And my lens hood should still work. Does. No big deal, works great. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna keep these other ones. I'm not gonna keep them in this little plastic because I don't think I need to. This case has some kind of soft touch stuff in there, so like a velvet or something, so it won't actually scratch the filters up. So I'm just going to drop them in their respective slots and lock it up and keep this on my person, so as I need different filters I have the ability to swap them out now. If you guys want me to do some samples with the GH4 and these different filters, let me know. I'll be glad to do it for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the digital filter kit from Bauer. Moving on, let's talk about these actual straps, which are important as well. I picked these up from this company called Lens Straps. They've been around a long time, and I picked them up because I don't like the way that the zoom feels on here. I can never get a smooth zoom all the way around. I can do it now because of the way I'm holding it, but in practice I'm not going to be holding the camera like that. When it's on a tripod or however, I can't always necessarily get my hand all the way around to get a nice smooth zoom. It's always a little bump and stutter. So I wanted something that would hopefully assist me in doing that. So I picked these guys up. They were not super cheap, which hopefully means that they're decent quality. I want to say they were like $30. I will put the prices for all this stuff up on the screen. Got it off from Amazon. But it's a full kit. You get 4 straps here. And on the strap, if you look here, it says Lens Straps with the S.com, where you can order them. And as you can see, you get these little pole thingies, I guess the best way to describe them, these little posts. And we'll look at the instructions, and you get 2 of those, and we'll look at the instructions to see what those actually do. Shows you the tools you need, and it shows you what you need to do. Start by breaking in the strap, then it says hit the release, yada yada yada. Then you actually attach the strap to the zoom or focus of the lens, clip it, then snip it even further, making sure it's flush and doesn't, you know, cut you, because it's basically like a zip tie, if you will. Then you go in there and you attach the pole mechanism, or the rod as they call it, the pulling rod. It looks like that, and from there it goes onto your actual camera and looks something like that. And in my case, I'm going to use it for zoom because the focus on here is really nice, but the zoom not so much. So stand by, guys. I'm going to start breaking this in. I'm going to follow the instructions, and as you see the camera now, I will show you the finished product and let you guys see what I think about it and how smooth I think it feels. So stand by. All right, guys, so check it out. I've got the lens strap attached, and it looks really good. I'm really happy with the way it came out. As you can see, I've clipped it right there, and I've got a release switch also right there. But what's cool about it is that I can keep this on and still focus without having this bar, so I can store my camera and have it for ease of use. But what I really like about it is that the way that I use the camera most of the time is that I have the viewfinder angle like this. I can still use this nice and smooth and get really smooth motions with it, and I really like that. And it doesn't do it's really no effort. It's a lot more control for me. And you know, at the end of the day, it's all about leverage, and I get a lot more leverage with this. So I am super excited with it, and I want to get out with it and shoot, especially on my monopod. So I don't even have to hold the camera. I can hit, you know, record, and I can start messing around with ISO, aperture, shutter speed, and I don't have to worry about trying to reach around, because this camera is a little on the small side, so I don't have to worry about trying to reach around. I've got an extra arm here to really do some other things. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And I don't have it super tight, and the reason I don't have it super tight is just in case I don't want to like start cutting into this black finish that's on this zoom ring. So it's got a little slack, enough slack that it can slide around if I need to make adjustments. But I'm overall happy with how it sits out there, and it's non-obtrusive. And if need be, if I'm hand holding, I can still get under the bottom and use my thumb in conjunction with this to move things around. But it does get a little crowded, so I just like having this, and this is very nice to have, so I can zoom in and out. Really cool if you're into zoom lenses. I do like primes as well, but since this is the only lens that I currently have for this, these will come in handy as I get my Metabones, and as I start adding like Nikon lenses to the mix, or Sony, which is why I hadn't, not Sony, or Canon. That's why I hadn't gotten a Metabones yet, because I'm holding out hoping they make one for Canon lenses, but we'll see. That's all I got, guys. Again, this is the lens strap. You can find this at lensstrap.com. Very nice product. I'm gonna rock it on my GH4, and I really like having the added flexibility that it gives. Very nice zoom range motions, and I'm digging it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out.